Hola, ¿qué tal? Yo soy Heidi desde Filipinas. Hi, my name is Heidi and I'm from the Philippines. And today I'm gonna be sharing with you different ways on how I was able to learn Spanish. So, one of the ways in which I learned Spanish was through watching. Watching enables me to to know the actual pronunciation of the words in Spanish. So I was able to acquire vocabulary in Spanish through watching telenovelas, news, movies that are dubbed in Spanish. Another way is through communicating. Communicating what you've learned, the vocabularies that you have acquired. It's better to use them and talking to a native Spanish speaker. What I did was I looked for groups or like in WhatsApp or in Facebook, people who are looking to have a conversation in English, but they know Spanish. So they are usually native Spanish speakers that are looking for someone to practice their English. So I joined those groups and then I made friends there. And there I started speaking to some of the native Spanish speakers. I told them to correct me in the event that I say some words incorrectly, like the way I should pronounce the words and the order of words, like in the grammar. I'm not really familiar with the grammar of Spanish, but I was able to somewhat know the right order or the right pattern in which to say things because through watching is really useful. So the expressions that I have learned through watching those Spanish shows, I was able to finally use them. So like for example, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué le pasa? Something like that. So they usually react to something. So I apply those and I try my best to explain what's on my mind, like directly in the language that I want to study. Like in my country, our native language is Tagalog, but we also know how to speak in English because we are required to study English in our school. So some people find it difficult to speak in English because they keep on translating from our native language to the English language. So there's some time to translate. But if you think directly in English, so it would be faster to communicate. You were able to like think straight in that language, in English, for example. In Spanish, that's what I did as well. So instead of like translating from English to Spanish, what I did was I try my best to acquire as many vocabulary as I can in order to be able to think in Spanish. So I was able to talk to native Spanish speakers and I was able to tell our history. Imagine that, telling your country's history on how we were colonized by the Spaniards and the common, like, so many similarities between the Spanish language and the Filipino language, which is my native language. So there's so many similar things, words, because we were colonized by the Spaniards for around 300 years. So like, for example, mesa, la mesa, cocina, cocina. So words like that. So it's quite, the spelling is not exactly the same. It's very close if you think about it. So, but it's not exactly Spanish, our native language. So I guess that's our advantage compared to other nationalities, is most of the words in Filipino have very close or very similar to Spanish. So I guess that's it. But the way you think, I guess, really matters, because the right order, it's not like when you're translating, it's not like one-to-one, right? The way you would say a sentence in English is not exact same order you're gonna say it in Spanish or in Filipino or in whatever language you're learning. So I guess that's how I was able to know more about foreign language. Right now I'm very much interested in studying Korean as well. So yeah, I want to learn. I've been watching K-dramas since the past years. Um, I've learned some basic expressions like 안녕하세요, 제 이름은 하이디입니다, 만나서 반가워요, something like that. So it depends. One tip is that be patient. It's not like when you study in a language, it's gonna be an overnight thing or just a few days. Sometimes it really takes time and effort and determination wanting to know that language, because there's some words that are very difficult. Like in Spanish, there's so many conjugations that I'm not really familiar with. So there, just be patient. It takes time, and eventually you'll be able to have conversation with a native, right? So that's it. Those are my tips for today. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.